Hey ladies, welcome to my first tutorial, and this is all about brows. No Sharpie. Here we are combing through our brows to tame them, and this is the Anastasia number 7 brush, and with the spoolie you just want to comb it through, get it all tamed and in shape for the next process. Just get them all straight. And now we're dipping the other end of a brush, which is the angled brush, in our MAC Fluidline Dipdown, and this is a brow gel. And we're going to lightly start lining the bottom of our brows. And this will give us our shape and definition, just slightly. We don't want them sharp looking lines, and because that will make it like we drew it on. Now, not dipping your brush back in the product again, with whatever is left on the brush, you want to line the top, and this will give us our shape and definition, just slightly. Now, using the Anastasia Ebony Duo Powder, we're going to dip our brush in the darkest powder, and we're going to start shading our brows from the tail in. So the darkest goes on your tail, and the lightest goes in the beginning of your brows. And then you want to start with light strokes. The light strokes will mimic hair. Just slightly brushing it in, short strokes. Brush, brush, brush. And now as you can see that I'm starting to work my way towards the front. Do not dip your brush back in the powder again. Just use whatever is left on the brush. You don't want the beginning of your brow to be looking dark. You want the beginning of your brow to be looking as light as possible. And just light strokes, and now stroke it up to mimic the hair that goes up in the front. And just fill in any gaps. And try to mimic the hair as much as possible. Now with the spoolie, we're going to brush through our brows to make sure that we're blending everything in, that there's no harsh lines, and there's not caked up product in there. Now with the other brow, we're going to do the same process. We're going to dip our brush in the MAC Fluidline Dipdown gel, and just slightly brush our brush under the brow. Just light strokes. Again, we do not want any harsh lines. Now, with whatever is left on the product on top, you want to lightly brush it on top again to give you some definition and some arch if you do not have any arch in your brow. And with the Anastasia powder again, you want to start with the darkest shade, at the end on the tail. The darkest shade, and fill it in light strokes to make sure that it's an ombre effect, and fill in any gaps. And as you can see that I'm working towards the front, I am not dipping my brush back in the powder. I'm just using whatever is left on the brush and brushing in the direction that the hair grows. Since in the front the hair grows up, brush up. And brushing through my brows again to blend it and make sure that there's no product piled on. You can see, flawless. Now with our concealer brush, with your concealer, we're going to brush slightly under the brow to clean up. This will clean up any mistakes that you made, and also just make everything look flawless, of course. Just slightly, just light strokes, light and short strokes will get you there. Now just blend down everything. You have to blend with everything. Just blend down, and now with what's left on the brush, do it on top. And just at the end, just to clean up the tail. And blend. Your fingers are the best blending tool. And you see, no Hollister logo. Next, just continue light strokes, brush, 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 and blend. Make sure to blend. We don't want no visible concealer. And with whatever is left on the brush, clean up on top. blend also. And here, ladies, here's my no Sharpie, no Hollister brows. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.